got the fire going, got my wee cup of tea, and I am ready to podcast. So I've got a few bits to show you and some yarn to show you and a new cast on, so I hope you enjoy it. Rufus is just right here. Do you want to say hello, Rufus? You want to say hello to all your fans on the internet? Oh, big boy. Look, who's in there? Oh, okay. Bye-bye. Okay, so my name is Emma. If you don't know, I'm from Northern Ireland and I'm a natural dyer of yarn, and my business is called WoollyMammoth Fibre Co, if you don't know already. Let's start straight in with works in progress. Last time I was podcasting, I think I had swatched for a sweater project, the sweater number 18 by My Favourite Things Knitwear. I'm well down the body on it now, and I should be starting the ribbon in the next week and a half, I think. So I'll just grab it here. Here we go. So this is how it's looking. So yep, I'm using a strand of my natural sock. Oh, there's big hair. And a strand of my Causeway yarn. And the Causeway yarns aren't undyed, and the natural sock is very lightly dyed with a kind of neutral pinkish colour. And they make a really nice combo. Really, really subtle off-white. Kind of reminds me of like, you know, like a Farrow ball. You know how they do so many whites? This is like one of them, basically like a warm white. It looks quite short at the minute, but my swatch really blocked out in a nice way. So the pattern is iron weight. So these are both 4-ply or fingering weight. One is woolen spun, the Causeway yarn, and one is worsted spun, the natural sock. So when you hold them together, I get a kind of iron weight, which is really nice, and it just feels so cozy and squashy. And I really like doing that because you do get the best of both worlds with holding these two together. It feels airy, but it also feels like, I don't know, just really sturdy, but also soft and like squishy and woolly. So I am loving it. I suppose I should say what I'm wearing. This is the Cutting Edge Vest by Albina, which is a steek project. You steek here and here. And it was a really nice little project, I have to say. Would really recommend it. And I used 2 strands of my Hearth sock for this, held together. That was a very enjoyable project. And it's dyed with indigo. I'm just wearing it with the little cashmere turtleneck jumper I found in the charity shop for £9, so I was very pleased with that. So I kind of hope to be finished this by like the end of November. Is that realistic? I'm not sure. There's quite a lot still to do on it. Obviously I have the collar, the sleeves, the rest of the body, and then the ribbing at the bottom. So I think the middle of November would be a realistic. Rufus is scratching the door. Come here and sit up here, Rufus. You come sit, good boy. And there's a lot of nice textured details on this sweater. Like, look at that shoulder detail, isn't it lovely? I think it looks great. And just texture knits in general is not something that this might be my only, oh no, wait, I have my Hive Knits, the first sweater. It's got fisherman's rib down the sleeves. But I haven't really done an all over texture like this before, so I'm really enjoying it. And I think it'll look great when it's all blocked out and it's all, yeah, I think it'll look really good. I don't know if you can really see the very mild marl, but it's really very nice. So yeah, I'm working on this. It's going well. I'm enjoying it very much. And I always want to work on it, but I was able to calculate, I think I get about 4 hours knitting time a week, which to some people will sound not very much, and other people it'll sound like loads. So yeah. Sometimes when, you know, like in the evenings, I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna knit half an hour in this project and then an hour in this project, and that's kind of how I make progress on more than one thing. Hot hot, hot, hot. Time to throw a wee stick in, is it? Yeah. Oh. Oops. And another one. Right. Hopefully it goes. So next work in progress is a new cast on. You won't have seen this before. So do you remember when I knitted this, I think it's the Stockholm Hat by Petite Knit, and the yarn's from Marina Skua, and the colourway is called Ore? Well, I also bought extra skeins of it from her, and I had it in a DK weight as well. Oh no, it's going out. Just open that up again. And the whole intention with knitting this hat is I wanted one to for my daughter so that we could match. So the Stockholm Hat, I think this is what it's called. I'll put it here if it's wrong. The Stockholm Hat just comes in an adult size, but I mean, we can do a bit of jiggery pokery to make things work, can't we? Like, we're not totally thieveless. So I decided I wanted it to go a bit faster, so I got the DK weight of this yarn out. It's the exact same colour, Ore, and I think I casted this on 4 times until I got the size that I thought would fit her. It's got a little progress keeper by Chapelview Crafts. And how many stitches did I cast on now? I think it was 80 maybe, or 80, 90, 80, I think maybe it was 80. And now I have the tubular bind off in my head. I did it so many times to practice this, and I just love the look of it so much. As I become a more experienced knitter, I can really appreciate how nice of a cast on that is, and it is stretchy as well. It's not like super stretchy, but it is really nice. So I definitely need to get this finished soon because her little ears are getting cold and she keeps saying, "Mummy hat, mummy hat." So like she wants my hat, but I thought if we had matching ones, then that would be really cute. I'm using 2.75mm needles, and for my sweater number 18, I'm using, I think, 4.5? No, sorry, 4. I actually had to go down a needle size in this to get gauge. But like this red and this off-white, do you not think this is the most festive thing ever? Maybe I'm not allowed to say that in October, but anyway. It does, and they'll be finished just in time for the festive period. So that's great. And yeah, obviously I've got a little mince pie stitch marker on it. I have another work in progress I'll show you before I start chatting about what I want to knit next. Talk about my sock project here, and
hello.
Hi Mikey.
What's happening?
You coming to do some work on the studio?
Yes, coming to help Timmy, and Dave I think is there.
Nice. Just
helped our friend Charlie sow a wildflower meadow at his house.
Wow.
A whole acre of wildflowers. Can't wait.
That'll be nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be...
Hopefully it works.
Yeah, it should do. Well, we're going to have to take the next couple of years to work on it, but it'll get better every year, hopefully.
Nice.
It'll be something nice to see.
And Michael, what's your job again? What would you say?
Itinerant woodland conservationist.
So if you need some woodland conservation, this is who you should get in touch with.
Indeed. Yes. I'll take any jobs going.
He's also really good at gardening, so if you live in the Belfast area, Michael's your man.
Indeed.
Or North Coast area.
Yes. Speak to you soon. Bye. Goodbye.
Okay, back to my sock project. This is in a little Alex Collins bag. It's a little collaboration we did a few years ago. And I use it for sock projects. Get a wee drink of tea. I'm just waiting for the handle to fall off this mug because it's got a big crack in it. So I got this on holidays by someone called Plum, a French ceramicist. Really beautiful stuff, but both mugs I got, one for me, one for my sister-in-law. We both managed to, her husband broke hers, my brother-in-law Ben, and this one got smashed in our sink a little bit, so I'm just waiting for it to die. So I'm just being kind of careful with the handle. That's better now. So the socks. This is in my natural sock. I don't have a pattern. I don't use the pattern for socks really. It's a 3x1 rib, and I'm holding the natural sock double so it's nice and thick and woolly. I used, I think, 2.5 or 2.75 millimeter needles. I think maybe 2.75 on this one actually. And I think I cast on 48 stitches perhaps. And the colorway is Candlelit Banquet. And this colorway will be coming to the shop in my Christmas update. The date of which is the 20... I just ran out of memory in my phone there, so yeah, back to this. I'll put the date here of the Christmas shop update. So the colorway, I think I've said, is Candlelit Banquet. So the story about this yarn, right? So basically I swatched for my sweater number 18 in this yarn and the Causeway undyed. And I kind of forgot that when I started knitting the socks, because I need 100 grams, like a full 100 gram skein to be able to hold this double. And I used something like 6 grams in the swatch. It was quite a reasonable size of a swatch. So that means I've kind of left myself short, because I think I might have used a wee bit on something else as well. I've used myself short because I've only got 42 grams left and this took 46 grams. So I think I'm just going to have to either just do a random bit at the top in a different colour, or possibly a toe in a different colour. Rather than this kind of unicorn colour. Or just make the top a bit shorter. So tell me what you think I should do. I'll put it on so you can see how the rib stretches out. I think in the last episode I had knitted a pair of Hearth socks. Oh yeah, and here's a story. You should always knit your no nylon, non-superwash socks longer than you need, because they'll felt at the heel and possibly at the toe, and then after like a week or two's wear they'll fit you perfect. So I haven't worn this yet, so you can see how it's like a bit too long, but isn't that nice? That is one nice sock, let me tell you. That is a nice sock, so very pleased with that. And I've just cast on the second one. I've literally done like 2 rows, I think that's it. Let me see. Yeah. And I can tell you now I'm using 2.75 millimeter needles. So that's my third work in progress, and I think my only work in progress. I have no finished objects this month. I think last time I had just finished these. Anyway, I've finished these and washed them and worn them a lot. I'm pretty sure I showed these. No, maybe I didn't. I can't really remember, but anyway, I finished these socks. And I've actually made a little sock set, a double sock set for this month's shop update, which is actually the 25th tonight. So you can knit your own pair. Again, I hold it double. I guess you got to be a wee bit careful not to make the leg too long if you're doing socks. But basically, if you can knit a sock in like 50 grams of yarn, you're probably going to be fine doing this. But I'm sure there's a way of calculating it, which is beyond me. So yeah, these will be coming tonight. And these smell of the wool wash, which is so good. It's I got it from So Sweet Violet. I will put a link somewhere in the description, is where I'm going to put it, because it smells so good. Ooh, we're really going places now. Next thing I'm going to have tonight in the shop update, of course, if you're wanting to knit the sweater number 18 along with me, I will have some undyed Causeway in the shop, along with lots of shades of natural sock that you can pair with it. You could do something that's marled, or something that's very, very lightly marled. I do have undyed a natural sock as well, and loads of colours in the natural sock. So I guess I'll just show you what I have. I'll show you a little bit. I will have Ferny Corner shawl kits. This is my design, my one and only design. My one and only knitting pattern that I designed myself. Gonna have kits for this. This is knitted in my DFL Gotland base. Gonna have 3 colours: terracotta, olive, and maritime. And just in case anyone's wondering, the pattern actually states, because whenever you design a knitting pattern, you have to put in for 10% wastage. So the pattern actually says you need 2 undyed skeins, but I was able to knit mine with 1 of each colour, so that's what I put in the kits. There are extra skeins if you don't want to take the chance. I think I was left with like 2 or 3 grams at the end, that was it. So up to you what you want to do, but I just kitted it up with the 2 skeins, and then you can add a 3rd undyed grey skein if you don't want to take the risk. And the pattern is also for sale on my website if you want. Natural sock colours are very nice this month. I've got a few. Look at all of these together, like, how about, is that not so nice? Like, what could you do with that? You could do something really nice. Mustard and chestnut. I love this colour, it's so autumnal. Clover canopy, olive, candy floss, and muted rosehip. There's all of the natural sock colours. Well, I mean, there's more than that. This is just a selection that I brought down the stairs to show you. I will have lots of Hearth sock colours. I'm going to put a couple of photos here because I forgot to bring them downstairs. I just I'll flip through some colours. I have a really nice one of the Hearth sock in this colour, which is Fireside Embers, very appropriate. And I have this little mini skein set, which is in my Hearth sock, and it is Haunted Pumpkin Path is what I've called it. So it's kind of autumnal, slightly spooky, just quite a fun little mini skein set. So you could really do a lot of fun little projects with it. You could do scrabby socks, you could do a shawl, you could do something with colour work, you could just do something with texture. A lot of options. And then Hearth DK will be restocked as well. So as I said, this is Fireside Embers, mustard green, cognac, emerald meadowfall, and what's this one? Ooh, it's got no label on it. I think this is peony mauve. And again, these look great together. So you could do a cutting edge vest because it is DK weight, or you could do any DK weight pattern basically. Albina has loads, she's designed quite a few things in this base, and yeah, there's so many options. So my dream knit that I want to knit in this colour is for my little girl. I'll put a picture of it here. I think it's called the Sorghum Fry jacket. It's very, very cute. She doesn't really need another jumper this winter. So what I might do is cast on the size for next autumn winter and start that now and set myself a realistic goal of doing that between now and then. It should be totally fine. But wouldn't that be really cool? So again, I'll have more colours in this, but this is just kind of a little selection I brought down. So yeah, I hope to cast on the Sorghum Fry maybe in December. As well as that, I was hoping to cast on my all over colour work project, but I am still dithering. I'm totally dithering about the pattern. I've got so many different options now, but the one that I really want to do is not available, which is the Ronsley by Susan Crawford Vintage. It's only you can only buy it as part of an ebook, I think, of 25 patterns. So I know she has a new book coming out, so I'm going to see what pattern she has in that. I think I'll check that out online and see. But yeah, and I do still like the Ainsley sweater that one of you recommended, but I showed it to a few people and they're like, maybe it's a bit like over the top, or my husband was like, it's straight out of the 70s, but I'm totally fine with that. I just look at it and think that would be so fun to knit, so maybe I should just do it. And I'm also having a moment with this yarn combination. If you watched my couple of vlogs ago, you'll know that I was trying to decide what to knit. I want to cast on in maybe like a teal or a green colour. I think a one colour iron weight jumper. I'm thinking about the Eam by November Knits. I think I'm going to go with that. But I also really have my eye on the One Ear by Albina, which is a colour work, which has colour work yoke. So I might cast on both, but I've got other things to do first. I kind of said to my niece that I would knit her a pair of pink socks, so I need to do that for a Christmas present. And I have a shawl to finish for my sister-in-law for Christmas. However, I am 90% of the way done with that because it was an old whip that I found, and I just need to design a little edging for it, and I need to count all my stitches, so I've been putting that off because I know it's a job that requires maths and I'm just putting it off. So that's a job to do. I'm gonna get on that very soon. But yeah, I think that's all I have to say today. So thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it. I can feel some heat coming out of this now. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I wish I could sit and knit, but I'm going to go edit this now and have it out before the shop update, so you can watch it if you want tonight. My phone ran out of memory again, so this is just me saying bye bye, me and Rufus. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye. Oh.